With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And his first pass is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson will keep it. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Right back to Dobbins on first. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And this is going to be incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. This is Swift on the counter. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Here's a handoff to Swift, running left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They go jet sweep here with Williams. promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll go out of... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big score like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There are two. Just say all of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. O.J. Howard with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
That goes for a gain of 31.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To Williams on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On the option to give to Swift here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Tucker with the extra point. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the 2nd half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. Well, they had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson going to hold on to this. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
To throw again is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
On third down, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
David Ojabo running in to take him down.
One thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he'll go at the 25. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A pitch comes to Dobbins.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he coughed it up, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And now the throw taken in by Chark.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw.
On target to his man, Likely. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Back to throw again.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Second and 8.
Jackson from the shotgun. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clipped him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he lost the football, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there. That's a loss of 5 in the set.
He's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
2nd and 15. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and that brings up 3rd. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Ravens, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year.